6 points on the board across the day, and that is the absolute perfect start.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of Mattov's English Journey, and welcome back to Leicester City, where in today's episode we're going to be starting a new season, the season where we enter the Champions League once again. We finally made it 8 seasons in, and we're going to be playing in some European football, which is going to be really, really good. Hopefully we can go and get some good results in there. I mean, we haven't been drawn for our thingy yet, but we should get that in the next few days when all the playoffs have finished. But yeah, when that does happen, we'll see the teams who we're going to play, and then after that we could go on and get it underway and see how far we can go on and do. Obviously, we're going to be on the I can't show you at the moment, but we're going to be with the league table format, stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to work, and hopefully we could go and achieve what we want to do. Obviously, as it is a new season, we've had to make some transfers. Players leaving the club, players also coming into the club. We'll go and get straight into that, looking into the transfer history. We've got to go back into the end of last season to see all the transfers that have been made, and the first one that was made was the sale of Ty Clark for 75 million pounds. That was a minimum release clause, and Man United did come and buy it. And I mean, his market value there is like 200 million, but I don't think that's the case. If at the start of the season they would have come and given me 75 million, I would have been really, really happy with that. But towards the end of the season, he did have a good finish. 15 goals, his best season in his career. He did work really, really well in that system, and I'm quite happy with 75 million, to be honest. We probably could have got a little bit more, but 75 million was really, really good. And then if we go to the other page, few more sales made. We've sold Sarawi for 25 million pounds. A few other players going out. Gomez for just around 10 million pounds. Kane and Dewsbury all did leave the club for a fee of around 29 million. He went to Al Ali in Saudi Arabia. If we can go back to his profile, he is on huge wages. He did want to leave, and yeah, if he for a 32-year-old midfielder, put in some good service for us last season, and for 29 million, we could be good with that. And also, one thing I'm quite happy with is that Kenny Coker has got his loan move. He's gone back to the National League, and he might try and break the record once again. That he was 1 goal away from breaking outright, but he did manage to tie it. He is going to go back there and play with Maidstone, and hopefully he can have a good time there. Now, time for the players who we have bought in. It doesn't start from Paulo Sergio. Actually, we did already see him, that left back who we did bring in. He might have a key role in this team. Not many signings, to be fair, just the 3 signings, and we've got one more that may be possibly coming in. I didn't really think we needed too many signings to be brought in. It's not a huge rebuild. Obviously, we've already got a decent team that we can always fall back on if we need to use. Around 48.5 million spent at the moment. The first signing we made was Adrian Morales. He is a right winger. As you can see there, we paid a fee of around 7.5 million from Leon Mexican club. Real good potential, already a decent player, and he can play all across this attack. I think he is going to start at that left wing position, inverted winger, because he is right footed, but he looks like a really good player already, and if he can continue to develop, 18 years of age, he could become a really, really good player. I'm a fan of these wonder kids from these South American countries. Next player we brought in Eunice Litonia. He is a midfielder, the replacement for Caden Drewsbury Hall, another player who can develop, still really young, 19 years of age, and he's got some good stats already if he can continue to improve. We've got ourselves another good player in there. And then finally, we brought in for 23 million pounds Romeo Lavia. You all know about him. Overall decent player, very, very solid. He's developed. He still has the potential to develop. Reminds me of like Belosi and how he developed, even though he didn't have loads of ability to continue to. We still have that in him, and we still have that with Romeo Lavia here. As you could see, I think it's good signing overall, coming from some good teams in the past, and yeah, overall good player who could easily slot in to many positions across the pitch. So very simple summer for us. We've got a few more signings possibly coming in, and I don't think the squad needs too much changing, to be honest. We've invested in all these Brazilian and South American wonder kids because I'm a big fan of them, but the team at the moment is very, very good. I'm happy with it, and if this is how it's to stay, I think it should be good to go. Maybe if not, we've still got some money to make some more transfers. 47 million. We got the money to around 90 million through the sales we made. 74 million in sales there, plus the Ty Clark sale meant we generated around 150 million, plus 40 million that they did give us for from the original budget. So, I mean, we don't get the cut of all of it, to be honest, but we have been given a bigger revenue cut, 60%. I did have to ask for that, but we didn't have that for the Ty Clark sale. It was only around 30 or 40%. So we probably should have done that, to be fair, because we would have had a bit more money. But I don't think it needs spending all in one go at the moment. We've got some good players already, and we've spent this money good, and we've also made a very good profit for ourselves, stable in the income as well. A little bit more with financial status is that we're rich now apparently, so that's always good. So hopefully these signings can do some good stuff for us. Not too many drastic changes, but yeah, they're going to be really really useful for us going into this season. So we've got two games coming up today on this episode. First game of the day away from home against old rivals Newcastle, who were challenging us for that spot in the Champions League. They missed out, and I think they're going into the Champions League, I believe, or the Europa League. I mean, sorry, yeah, they are going into the Europa League. So they were the ones who did miss out, and then after that, we've got a game at home, yeah, at home against West Ham. Sure, it should be a good episode. Hopefully, we can start as we did last, like, continue to play how we did last season. Start just as we ended off at the end of last season. So let's go and play this first game of the day against Newcastle. So the team for this game against Newcastle starts with Lebrovic in goal. We've got a back line of Sergio, Riyad, Marcelo, and Patson. Belosin, Latournier, and Meslic in the midfield. We've got Morales on the left, Paz on the right, and Milosevic up top. Kick off here in this game against Newcastle. Hopefully we can start well. We always want to try and improve on what we did last season and not just dwell on the past and what we managed to do in last season, and maybe we won't have to because Milosevic has already started his campaign with a goal there inside 15 minutes. He's going to be playing a much more advanced role. It means that we don't kind of have two strikers, we just have the one. But I think it might be okay, because he's a very capable striker, and Ty Clark was also good. They paired each other very well, but maybe we don't need both of them for this system to work. Paz has been very, very good in pre-season. We might be bringing in a replacement right winger because I do think we need one, and Paz would always be a good option off the bench. But he is still there, and he can start there, and he has been very, very good. So he will get minutes definitely, and I think he will be good. But both of them, the attack is probably the place where we've tried to strengthen the most because obviously Ty Clark has left. It's something we've needed to do, but if we can get that nailed on, I think the rest of the team is pretty solid, to be fair. In midfield, once Latournier starts to gel in there in the midfield, and with Romeo Lavia coming in, if he can slot into there where Belosin's playing, even though Belosin's really good, I think we're good to go. Milosevic there with that strike, he's hit the crossbar so close to his second, and we've started this game absolutely exceptional. Hopefully we can continue this way in the second half. Second half underway here in this game. A win away at St James's Park on the opening day of the season would be exactly what you want, to be honest, and we played really really well, to be fair, in this game. Taking a look at their team overall, they look really really solid, and they've got loads of energy still left in them. It is still the opening game of the season. I think we're going to bring off Blosin now and give Lavia his debut. He hasn't really had pre-season with us, so he needs to get his sharpness up, and I think this is a good game for him to do. We need one more midfield change. I think I'm going to bring off Latournier and bring on Carlos Andre. He has been complaining about game time, and you will have seen last season he's not really been too exceptional of a player. I think he gives us a good bench option, but he's not happy with that at all, and it's a bit annoying when players do that because we don't want a player to think he's bigger than the club, but that's just what the case is at the moment with him, and maybe we need to move him on, to be honest. We don't want characters like that in the team, but if he could start to put in some good games, then maybe he'll break into the team. I always thought it's going to be tough to try and gel him into the team, put him in a place because of the type of player he is, a natural attacking midfielder, but we don't really use one, to be honest. I've tried to use him off the right and the left. Don't think it's worked too well off the left wing as well, so I'm not sure really. We have to see what we could do with him, but I think he is a good option off the bench, so that's why I want to keep him around. It would just be a shame to lose him in this way. I don't know how much we spent on him. It would have been in the region of around 10 to 20 million, but still, money spent on him, you don't want to lose it, and maybe we just have to see that because we don't want the dressing room to become affected when we've got such an important season coming up and so many important games in the Champions League, and hopefully he didn't have too much of a dent in impact on the dressing room here. 70 minutes gone, we still lead 1-0. It's been a pretty balanced game to be by the looks of it, but as it stands, we are going to take all 3 points home. This Newcastle team are tiring a little bit. We're going to bring off Patterson now, I think, and then also we're probably going to bring on someone in attack as well. Probably Paz off, to be fair. We'll bring on, no, we'll bring on Tedesco there for Patterson, and I don't know who to bring on for Paz, to be honest. I mean, we haven't really got too many attacking players, to be honest, because we did sell Sarawi, Gomez. Maybe we do need to bring in one more player in this transfer window. We do have a lot of money to spend. One thing that I did notice is that we did have 20 million outstanding budget, but we didn't spend it actually in the end of last season, and we really should have spent it, to be honest, because it's lost money and we didn't do that. And we really should have done it, because I mean, you don't want to lose money if you don't have to. They gave us around similar transfer budget to spend, and yeah, we probably should have spent it. We should probably do that this season so we don't lose it. But yeah, in this game, it's a lovely 1-0 win for us. Starts off the season well, and let's see if we can go and continue that in the next game against West Ham. So the team for this game against West Ham starts with the Brother King goal. We've got a back line of Vinicius, Riyad Jr. and Patton. Belosian, Latournier, Mezek in the midfield. We've got Carlos Andre stepping up there because he's complaining about playing time, so we'll give it him a little bit and then see if he calms down. Paz on the right, Milosevic up top, and new signing with the team, Martin Cuzqueta. He is a natural striker, but I think we're going to play him off the wing because that's where he looks to be much better. What a signing this could be. In from River Plate, a fee of around 15 million, I believe. I'm not too sure. Yeah, 15 million. So yeah, very good signing that hopefully can work out for us. Kick off here in this game against West Ham. 6 points from 6 to start the season would be lovely there. Milosevic in the middle, and he just can't stop scoring. What a boy he is turning out to be, that Milosevic, honestly. He's gone up front, he's done exactly the same job as he did last season, and he's got his second goal already of this season from that corner. It's a lovely ball in from Paz initially, and then he's just there waiting in the middle for it. Lovely header straight past the West Ham goalkeeper. Absolutely no chance, and we could be set for the 6 points that you always want out of the start of the season. You don't want to just come away with a few points. You want to always start on the front foot, and that's exactly what we're looking like we're going to do here. It's been a great start for us, and hopefully it can continue, because I did say, we could definitely be challenging for the title off the back of what we did last season. If we don't slack off, and the other teams do, who are in that competitive battle for just European football, then I definitely think we have a good case at trying to push on for the title. I don't think we have the most elite squad in the thingy, but I think we have some very key players who could help us get there. Milosevic turned out to be one of those who will help us to get there. But Paz down that right side is making a nice run in. He'll look to try and play one into Milosevic in the middle. Patterson goes into the middle to Latournier, and he loses out on that ball there. It's some poor play, to be fair. We shouldn't have lost that ball when we're in possession of it there. And now West Ham will look to try and advance down that left side. We need to restructure and try and win this ball back. It's a switch ball over on that far side. They'll look to try and get the ball in now. Bit of defending needed from Vinicius. It's gone all the way. The header goes in, and luckily it goes over. 25 minutes gone. We still lead 1-0 here. 30 minutes gone in this half. Meslick plays the ball to Andre. It's a lovely through ball to Nico Paz, and Nico Paz is through on goal, and it's a lovely finish from him to make it 2-0 in this game. His first goal of this season, and I mean, he might be breaking into the starting spot. I wasn't really too convinced by him last season, but really good pre-season behind him. He started these first few games, and he's been really good for us. His first goal, second goal of the game for us, and this is an absolute dream start. We move up to first place in the league. What more could you ask for? Second half underway here in this game, still 2-0 up. It's been an amazing game for us. Milosevic on that ball there, he just loses out on it, but we might have the chance to win it back here. Patterson plays it down into the path of Paz, and now Belosian on the ball plays it to Patterson. He might need to try and get a ball in. It's a lovely through ball. Milosevic, he's just put it wide of the post. rare occurrence from him to put a chance wide, but on that occasion it wasn't meant to be. Few changes coming up for us. We'll get to see a bit more of some of the new signings, and yeah, just see what they can do. I mean, I'm looking in particular at Romeo Lavia. We always wanted a kind of a player who could slot in there and be a real exceptional player. And I mean, talking of exceptional players, Milosevic there. His third goal of this game, what a player he's just been, honestly. This goal stands. It's absolutely deserving for him. I'm not sure if it is going to stand, but hopefully it does. The arms are in the air and the goal has been awarded. And Milosevic, he is one of the exceptional players. As I was saying about Romeo Lavia, if we could have an elite midfielder, we would want an elite midfielder in that team. Halfback kind of role. If he can do that for us, I know he's not a natural halfback. Maybe we switch into something else, but he is a very defensive-minded player, and if he can fit into the three back, I don't see why it wouldn't work. And hopefully, it can work for him if he comes on. He will come on now. We'll bring him on in that half-back role. I'm going to bring on a Regman for Meslick as well. I think who's continuing to develop really, really well. I'll bring on Paulo Sergio. Morale's gone back up actually, apparently, because I think I've started Carlos Andre in this game. He's had a decent game, to be fair. Sergio and Tedesco as well, I believe, they were not happy with the fact that you didn't play Carlos Andre, but apparently by the looks of it they might be now. West Ham have gone and scored one goal, but I don't think it's too much to worry about. It might even be offside, to be honest. I'm not really too sure. The goal has been awarded, but I think we are in cruise control of this game. All of our changes made for us, we brought on Sergio Lavia, Rekbenham, Quetta, our new signing, number 10, and Morales is another one of the new signings. So winger changes for us, and hopefully they can maybe bag a goal in this game. Morales is one of the boys who has come in. He has the shot, and he gets the goal to make it 4-1 here. His first goal of the season, and it's a lovely goal, cutting in as an inverted winger should do, and a lovely finish from him. Quetta as well. He could be a really, really decent player. He's already 4 stars ability on the right side as an inverted winger, and if he can live up to that ability, then we've got a real good player on our hands for not much money at all. These South American boys, I don't know what they feed them. They are absolutely exceptional. Marcelo, another example of one of them, plays it to a Regman in the midfield, back to Marcelo, so consistent at the back. Patterson down this right side, he'll look to try and play another ball, and he plays it to Quetta now. And Quetta, where's he going to go? He might look to line up the shot. He is fouled there, but we do get nothing for it, unfortunately. Now the West Ham goalkeeper will look to try and go along. Paulo Sergio plays it into Regbenham, but nothing comes of that. And now West Ham might look to try and counter-attack. Sergio has been caught out of the back, and now Mohamed Kudus finds himself through on goal. The shot goes in, and Lebrovic has luckily managed to save that. 88 minutes gone. I don't think anything's going to come for West Ham from this game. It's the absolute dream start for us. 6 points on the board, loads of goals scored. What more could you ask for, really? A home and away win against two really, really good teams in West Ham and Newcastle. I just think if we can start like this, then what else can we go and do in this season? A real great start for us. The ball, we need to get it clear here. It's all floating around in the box, and luckily it goes over in the end. Added time here in this game once again. Mohamed Kudus is coming in the attack. He's been a real threat in this game, to be fair. Maybe we should sign him up, because I mean, Mohamed Kudus, he is a real good player. Honestly, if we could sign him up, I'd honestly take him, to be honest. I don't know how old he is, but maybe if he ever wants to leave West Ham, he can come to us. You know, how old is he? 31 years of age, 65 million. Maybe there is a signing in that, to be fair. We'll have to consider it, but let's just wrap up this game for now. What has been an exceptional performance for us. We don't concede any more goals if we don't have to this West Ham team. They still find themselves on the ball. Shot goes in, and it's straight over the bar from Jared Bowen. 3 minutes left to see out this game, and it's been, as I say, a real good game. Structured really well. We've been played overall really, really good. The full-time whistle goes. 4 goals for us, 6 points on the board across today, and that is the absolute perfect start. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you, bye.